Fala, querido gamers, beleza, meus queridos? Voltamos para mais um episódio de GreedFall. Hoje a gente vai seguir a quest da Aphra, né? A gente vai fazer a questzinha dela.
Sarde, I'm happy to see you. I can't wait to find this famous cave of knowledge and what it contains. I could probably go alone, but just think about what you could learn and not only about yourself. Don't you want to understand where your face markings come from?
Se for rápido, a gente faz até uma das quests principais, né? Então a gente vai ver.
You are right, Aphra. I will accompany you.
Thank you, Desarde. Let's return to Duncas's village. Our new friends will surely be able to tell us more about this cave.
Beleza. Duncan. A gente tá ali de frente do Olan, né? Não esperava o Olan aprontar com a gente do jeito que ele aprontou. Alguma quest? Não tem nenhuma. Questione os jovens sobre a caverna do conhecimento. Tava marcado pra gente conversar com ele lá dentro da caverna, ou da casinha dele, não era?
We are happy to see you again. You will always be welcomed as friends here.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you too. But we came to ask you something.
Of course. What do you want?
When we participated in the Duncas meditation, he spoke of a cave of knowledge you had to go to.
And you want to see it? You still wish to learn how we become bound? It is a very sacred place. Only those who will become Donegada may enter there.
That's right, Year One. But they saved my life.
If someone finds out that we have helped the Renaigse to enter a sacred place, they will refuse to bind me.
Duncas will never do such a thing. What needs to be done will happen, no matter what.
You're probably right.
Look for the entrance in the Vedhat Ganadu. Entering there will not be easy, but you will have to discover the rest by yourself, like true apprentices.
Thank you, Morian. And fear not. No one will ever learn what you have entrusted us with.
Ai, Aphra, por que você sempre tem que me meter numas merda dessa, cara? Ai, cacete, viu? Na moral. Tá, e aí? Localiza a caverna do conhecimento. Ah, lá em cima. Tá, vamos lá perder reputação com os nativos de novo por causa dela. É uma área que a gente também não viu, conhece? Os portões do coração, isso daqui a gente não veio aqui ainda não. Ou será que veio? Só no começo. Opa, eu tô indo pro lugar errado. Ah, foi onde a gente conheceu eles, né? Eles estavam sendo atacados aqui. A gente pode ir pela área do... O senso de direção tá uma maravilha. Observo. Tem uma galera ali. Tem uma coisa aqui.
We'll be rich soon. I don't like the thought of staying here too long, though, in case our corpse's cousins turn up. But we need to find a way to force this bloody root door. Hey, what are you doing here?
We could ask you the same question.
Except we found this place first. The treasure is ours. So I suggest you disappear. Fast.
Listen, we didn't mean to bother you. We were only exploring the area. But perhaps you could tell us exactly what you're doing here.
You look like nobility. And we don't want any trouble. We also are, explorers. We discover secret places. That type of thing.
Ladrões.
Really? And you found one near here?
Yeah. We managed to convince a savage to talk to us. And he told us there's a holy cave not far from here. The kind of place where the natives hide their treasures. But be careful, eh? It's ours.
And how do you plan on entering this cave?
Well, with enough explosives, we'll eventually get through those roots blocking the entrance. It's only a matter of time.
I see. Very subtle. And the islander didn't tell you anything about this?
He didn't really have the time. And he didn't have a key on him. Just some bloody seeds. Anyway, now that you know what we're doing here, you better leave.
Não.
Listen, I don't want to worry you, but you are taking a big risk by staying around here. When the Islanders clan notice his disappearance, they will come for him. You can imagine what will happen then.
Yeah, you're not wrong. With the time it will take to craft enough explosives, we may end up with a whole tribe after us. Never mind, guys. We're leaving. Fast!
A semente da porta. Então eles o mataram, velho. Semente da porta. Conhecimento. Animais. Eu poderia ter dado um jeito neles, né?
At last, we made it here.
How do we get in?
Look around. There has to be a way.
Examinar o altar. Dá pra você colocar a semente aqui.
This stone. There's a slot at the top. Probably to put something in.
The natives' beliefs are based on exchanges. If we want this door to open, I imagine that we will have to make an offering.
Now we have to find out what we should offer.
Here is my offering to the Cave of Knowledge.
Explore a caverna do conhecimento.
There. Place the seed on the stone.
Ok. Easy.
It seems like this painting depicts some kind of ritual.
Yes. The character at the center is pouring blood on a stone. And one of these giant creatures that the natives call Náuticos is present.
The location looks like the stone circle where we met the two young natives. The character has changed. He now resembles an Onol Manawi.
You're right. They even depict his bond to the forest. Someone's coming. Let's hide. If anyone finds us here, we're sure to lose the trust of the islanders.
Esco halen. Esco valg med agengo selerge mantadabem. Avenundanom.
Mach, es boglin daigan ni dau. A yigi dames etier como lei.
Kairto, Morian. Ages radai de radidauem tairger began.
Kau den nes greta como lei. Nas oltargotu. Vrek detet mad advad. Abud antadab me en ekekam. No adaholeg.
Quem entendeu alguma coisa aí?
It's not possible just now. It's not possible just now.
Ah, meu Deus. Antes de começar um vídeo eu tinha gastado um item, um ponto de habilidade para isso. Essa daqui. Foi por onde a gente entrou, né? Foi por onde a gente entrou. Vai rolar treta, hein? Tô pressentindo a treta.
The paintings in the cave were magnificent and have taught us so much. It is obvious that they depict the bonding ritual and its consequences. It is by pouring their blood on the raised stones that the natives become metamorphs.
I'm not really sure if I follow you.
And yet it's clear to see. The islanders think that their ritual has magic consequences, but there must be some sort of contamination in their blood as they pour it. The only way to verify this theory is to attend a full ritual. We must attend Yewan's.
How will we know when it takes place?
Duncan said it would take place after the young people visited the cave, and they will most likely need some preparation. We should go to the Holy Circle of Kurganau tomorrow. What do you say? Will you come with me?
Ah, é, né?
I hope the Dunkus will not be too angry after seeing us there.
Let's take some time to rest, and then we'll go back to the place where we met them.
Tá, 23 horas. Onde é que tem uma fogueira aqui? Bem aqui. A gente vai na fogueira e a gente vai pro centro lá. Ela falou que é no mesmo lugar onde nós o conhecemos, né? Então deve ser isso. Vinte e 23 horas. Deve ser isso. Ué. Pera aí. Informe a sua descoberta a Constantino. Não, não é isso que eu quero. Em busca... Ah, tá. Pronto. Vá para... Beleza.
You again. Your curiosity is truly unquenchable.
Forgive our intrusion, Dunkus, but I really want to attend Yewan's ritual. I have learned a lot thanks to you, but I still have so much left to understand.
If you were one of ours, Aphra, I would be flattered to have such an inquisitive and resolute apprentice. You can attend the ritual, but promise me that you will be discreet. No Renaigse ever had this honor before.
We will do everything in our power to prove ourselves worthy of your trust, Dunkus.
A gente já começou mal, né? Negócio de confiança.
How are you? You must be feeling impatient.
Impatient, yes, and a little bit afraid as well.
It's only natural to be afraid, Yerwan. It's a new life starting for you, but I will be by your side, now and forever.
Espero que não seja nenhum ritual de sacrifício.
You look preoccupied.
Our people have suffered many lions attacks, often during rituals. In some villages, all the young Sinalmanawi were abducted. You seem different from the others, Aphra, but I can't help worrying.
I have nothing to do with these attacks, Dunkus, I swear.
I believe you. Otherwise, you would not be here with us. But I hope that your brothers will not be there in the shadows, ready to pounce on our children.
Minha cabeça tá doendo, cara.
Times really must have changed for some Renaigse to attend our rituals. These are very different from the others. Their leader is an Onol Menawi after all.
I know I look like them, but I'm not one of them.
You may not be bonded, but your parents must have been. You should be proud and happy about it. It is probably thanks to your bond that Dunkas has accepted your presence.
Ah, caramba. Por que não pode acontecer as coisas aqui? Ah, tá. Tem que se me posicionar. Porque tinha me mandado para outro lugar.
Aruich Nestiri, Adesta Marar Mam.
Ai, meu Deus, Resident Evil 4. Os cultistas lá.
You are an Onol Manawi now, Yawan. And soon you will heal the earth by our sides. Like a real Donegad.
Thank you, Dunkas. I feel so proud.
I am so happy that we can be Voglendaiga together at last.
What about you, Aphra? Did you find the answers you were looking for?
It's strange. I didn't exactly understand what happened, but I am moved.
Some events must be understood with the heart, not the head.
It seems like you are right, Dunkus.
We are under attack.
Ah, você tá de zoa. Nossa, quase a metade do life. Ei, caralho. Nossa, tomou um tirão no meio da cara. Ah, não morreu isso aqui?
Your curiosity, Aphra, has saved lives. If it weren't for you, people from my village would have been abducted or killed. I am infinitely grateful, especially considering that fighting against your brothers could not have been easy.
Indeed. These people were brutes. They had it coming. However, you don't know how right you are, Dunkus. I recognize some of these men.
Really? Did they belong to the governor's court?
No. They worked for my former master, Dr. Asili. I was his student for a long time before I realized that this man's methods were questionable. He was so obsessed with his goals that he became cruel. But I can't believe he'd go as far as abducting people for his experiments.
You think that the Onol Manawi are used for experiments?
Now that I have seen these soldiers, I am certain of it. And I'm afraid they may suffer atrocious treatment under the guise of scientific progress. I am so ashamed.
Come now, shame serves no purpose. And you are proof that the lions are not all the same.
Thank you, Dunkus. And thank you, Desade. You opened my eyes.
Reputação, Aphra aliado. Relâmpago do governador. A gente recebeu uma nova arma para ela. Relâmpago do governador. Ou não. Talvez não seja para ela. Item foi aquele, então. Aqui, relâmpago do governador. Decisão 5. É, parece que a gente acabou, né? Ah, por que você tem pra mim dizer?
Desade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
I'm under the...
That's the links. I'm learning about the...
Ela não vai me dar nenhuma opção de romance?
When did he... Do you know?
É, não me deu nenhuma opção de romance.
I must leave you.
Senhora.
Karantz, do you need something?
É,
I must leave.
nenhuma opção. Tá, vamos ver o que rolo tá tendo aqui, secundárias. É, secundárias a gente praticamente que finalizou, né? Então a gente vai ter... Não, pera aí. Tá, vamos falar com Constantine. Você vai carregar... Ah, cacete. Será que eu vim pro lado errado? Ah, velho. Puta que pariu, meu senso de direção não pode ser um pouquinho melhor, não? Mas a gente pode vir pra lá. Vim pra lá. Nossa, essa é boa. Vim pra lá. Ó, tem um altar ali. É um altar? Não. Confundi legal com o altar. Vamos viajar pra... Cara, deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui no porto. Eu quero ver se tem quest dos Náuticos pra gente fazer. Porque se tiver eu vou fazer ela em vez de ir no Constantine. Porque a única reputação nossa que tá ruim é a dos Náuticos. Vamos ver se ela abre uma aqui.
Desarde, what can I do?
É.
I need to be going.
Cara, eu não sei como aumentar a reputação dos Náuticos. Suspeito. Não sei. Tem ninguém com quest. É, vai. Talvez abra mais pra frente, né? Onde é que tá o... Tá ali. Droga. Eu coloquei o outro ponto, foi em que? Foi em lockpick. Deu ferreiro. Nossa senhora. Eu tô te falando que o meu senso de direção é uma porcaria. Vender, vender, vender. Tá, náutica. Eu só não tenho roupa da minha própria facção, né? Diminuiu bem ali. Oh, that's you, Anomenawi! Constantino, a gente vai encontrar com ele, eu acho que ele já tá quase caindo aos pedaços já por causa da doença. My beautiful cousin.
Cousin, you have returned.
Não, mas dá pra ver que ele tá ficando pior.
Well, what's happened?
Nothing. Nothing terribly bad in any case. I must have eaten something that's having trouble going through me.
It seems to me that this illness has been lingering too long. Who prepares your meals? Are they safe?
No one is poisoning me, fair cousin. We are far from court and their customs. It's nothing. Take my word for it. Now then, what do you have to tell me?
Allow me to present Aphra, an emissary of the Bridge Alliance. She is an eminent naturalist who studies local flora in an effort to find a remedy.
Your Excellency, it is a great honor.
You were part of Governor Buren's lost expedition, if I've understood correctly, were you not?
Yes, and our research would have borne fruit if it hadn't been so brutally interrupted.
I can only imagine. Nevertheless, you are most welcome. Your great learning will certainly prove useful. I implore you, my fair cousin. Do continue. We are eager to hear your news.
We had a talk with Lady Morange, and we explored the ruins that she suggested we visit. All our findings point to one conclusion. Those ruins were originally built by the Congregation of Merchants.
The Congregation? Us? But Father never once even hinted. Once again, he must have deemed me unworthy to know the secret. How he must despise me.
Constantine.
We need to learn more. I want to understand. I need to know everything my father has kept from me. This question also concerns you. You look too much like a native for that to be a coincidence. Since we cannot bombard my father with questions, others here must give us the answers we require. The congregation, even in the past, could not have made it to this island without help. We are pitiful sailors.
You are thinking of us. But I assure you that I know nothing of this story.
You are perhaps simply not aware, but your admiral stationed at the captainry surely is. Go and find her, cousin. Try to learn the final chapter of this story.
Very well.
Anything else?
Nope.
I'm going to leave.
Look out!
Ele tá ficando claramente doente, velho. minha cabeça. Mais rápido.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
What can I do for you?
I've explored many ruins on this island. Ruins that, after careful scrutiny, were built by the congregation. In one of them, we found a journal that made reference to your guild. This document, as are the buildings, date much further back than the arrival of the Bridge Alliance a decade ago. These discoveries raise a good many questions. Questions that my cousin would like you to answer.
I understand. All the same, we are in a difficult situation. We are bound by the pact. I could eventually overlook these engagements if you would perform a service. Commander Fernando, who holds the port of San Mateus, has problems with certain members of Teleme. But your friend here could without a doubt tell you more.
I believe I see what the Admiral is speaking about. Or rather, who. A few of our zealous brothers are overcome by their faith. You already witnessed it for yourself at San Mateus. They look with a wary eye at all those who do not swear faith to Teleme, and refuse to express their faith openly. It is possible they have decided to target the Nauts. We will need to speak with those on Teleme lands. And of course, seek out the Bishop Domitius.
Solve these problems, and I will reconsider the validity of the pact. I will answer your questions.
Será que é chegada a hora da gente dar o troco àquele filho da puta?
I need to be going.
Eu espero que sim, hein? Eu não vou ter nem dó e nem piedade com aquele cara. Não importa se eu perder... Se eu perder pontos aí. Eu não sei se eu vou terminar essa quest aqui nesse vídeo. Tá? Quest da DLC, né?
Hello, milady.
Hello.
You are from the congregation, are you not?
Yep.
Indeed. Desarde, your admiral has sent me here.
Pleasure. You may call me Fernando. I am the port commander here. What might I do for you?
Your admiral informed me that you've been having problems with a few citizens of Teleme. What more can you tell me?
Problems, huh? We're up to our necks and sinking with problems. Yeah, I even received threats to my own person. One of those high and mighty long robes dared walk upon my docks with talk of burning me at the stake. Burning me? Then two of my men up and disappeared, and I do not believe in coincidence. I wanted to ask for help from the Mother Cardinal, but she did not answer my requests for an audience. The games of politics are not my forte, and investigations even less so. Find my men. I implore you. More questions?
No.
Thanks.
It would appear that the Ordo Luminous has been up to mischief again. Their foolish zealousness has been causing us a lot of problems. If we let them, they burn the entire world and leave it to the enlightened to sort out the good from the bad.
We should talk to some other sailors at the port. If some of their comrades have also disappeared, they may be able to give us some information.
Pô, talvez seria bom ter o Vasco aqui, hein? Pera aí, já volto. Beleza, voltei. Eu fui lá, peguei o Vasco. Eu acho que o Vasco pode facilitar a nossa vida aqui.
Good day. I am looking for several sailors. Some Nauts that disappeared a few days ago.
Sorry, that doesn't ring any bells. But I did hear talk like everyone else on the port, but that's all. You should ask the Mage Inquisitors who have taken up lodgings here of late. They must have certainly seen something. We see them everywhere, and they spend their time spying on all that moves, especially eyeing all that the Nauts are up to.
And what do these Mage Inquisitors look like?
They wear a very peculiar symbol.
We cannot question all the Inquisitors roaming around the port. Good day. I'm looking for two men, Nauts, that went missing a few days ago. Do you know anything about them?
Why? As a matter of fact, I do. 3 or 4 days ago, I was at the tavern having a conversation with a sailor. A nice fellow. He was telling these stories. He was drinking hard. He went outside for a moment to... you can imagine. And well, he never came back. He wasn't that drunk to have passed out. If it were that, we would have found him. No. Something happened to him. That's a fact. But I would be at a loss to tell you what.
If one of the sailors disappeared as he came out of the tavern, that's where we should go. If we find Inquisitors there, they'll certainly know more than the ones we see here. We're approaching the tavern.
If you hope to hear some secrets, maybe we should be a little more discreet.
Considering the way little secrets are shared, we should approach discreetly.
Ah, isso quer dizer o quê? Pera aí. Galera, eu tô falando menos porque minha cabeça não tá legal não, viu? Então...
You again. Why am I not surprised to see you implicated in this story of surveillance?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
A witness told me that you and others of your order seem to be spying on all comings and goings in the port. 2 Nauts were captured not long ago. You had to have seen something.
You are mistaken, my daughter. You've been misinformed.
Estranho. Não parece ele, tá ligado?
You do know that lying is forbidden in the sacred texts. Lies from someone as pious as yourself.
Petrus. All politics. Why am I not surprised to see you playing the lawyer to infidels?
Remember your manners, Aloysius, and tell us politely what this is about. The Mother Cardinal will be most saddened to hear that you have shown aggression to an emissary, and you know she'll listen to me.
I do not appreciate this attempted intimidation. But very well. Since you insist, these Nauts were arrested. We were forced to interrogate them to bring to light their pagan rituals.
It wasn't a sanctioned arrest, was it?
No. The Mother Cardinal is not aware. Not yet. But as soon as we have succeeded in making them talk and they have confessed their heresy, she...
Of course. Where did you take them?
The Coin Guard has lent us their jails and some men. We do not normally like to call upon the services of these brutes, but we have need of their skills and discretion.
These Inquisitors really do not realize the consequences of their actions. We will have to proceed with caution.
Ah, dali é o bordel. Ali é a arena. A não ser que aqui não seja o bordel.
A feast for the eyes, ladies
É o
and
bordel.
gentlemen. And it's free.
Eu acho que eu entrei pelo lado errado. Tá, deve ter um local pra descer aqui.
It's blocked.
It's blocked. Ou não. Lá vou eu me perder de novo aqui dentro. Ó. Subir não. Ah, nossa, olha o caminho, cara. É pelo bordel. Nossa, a gente entrou pelo... Ai, caralho, viu? Basta a gente ter ido na polícia, né?
Halt! You have no authority to go any further.
Eu tenho toda a autoridade. Ih, tem que subornar. Ai.
And if I gave you this so that you might go and have a little fun?
In that case, I could certainly look the other way for a while. But be discreet.
Mas seja discreto. É aqui mesmo. Por que não tá marcada essa porra? Mas tá marcada, ué?
Thank you. Thank you for getting us out of there.
Those Inquisitors are completely mad. They tortured us. They wanted us to admit to all manner of horrors. Stories of some demonic cult and curses of Malachor. I was of the firm belief that they were going to kill us. But you must make haste. They are planning some sort of wickedness.
They spoke of a great purification. And after that, they did this to us. It doesn't bode well. Not at all. I heard them talking about their headquarters near the palace. Maybe you'll learn something there of interest. Thank you again for freeing us. We'll be able to make it back to port on our own.
We need to discover what is behind this talk of purification, before they can execute their plan. We should go and see this Domitius after all. What he will tell us may help us understand.
What the fuck? Ué. É o mesmo lugar que a gente tava. Interrogue o bispo. Fale com Darren. Não. E tem uma quest aqui ainda, hein? Mano, eu tô te falando que esse lugar é bizonho. Não, voltamos ao bordel. Velho, indica que é lá fora, mas a gente foi lá fora e nos mandou aqui pra dentro. Ah, tá. Agora a quest mudou. Beleza. Andar superior.
What do you want from me, my daughter?
Lady de Sardet, emissary of the congregation.
Ah, the congregation still has the uncanny gift of surprising us. I am Bishop Domitius. I represent the Ordo Luminous on the island. What can I do for you?
I believe you have a few problems with the Nauts who reside in the port.
We have problems with all matter of heretics, my daughter. And of course the pagan Nauts would be among them. They are very secretive, and have all sorts of strange rituals that they keep to themselves under cloak of mystery. The sorcery they employ to guide their ships is drawn from nature, just like the sorcery used by the natives. And to top it all off, and this is where it stings, we suspect them to be at the origin of the Malachor.
Whatever do you mean? How?
Have you ever once crossed paths with a Naut suffering from the blood plague? Why are they spared? The only logical reason is that they are at its origin, calling
Pensando bem,
cursed rituals.
tem verdade.
Simple as day.
A gente ainda não viu um náutico doente, velho.
Clues of their rituals and their pagan idols in their stockhouses in the port.
What a nest of absurdities.
What other reaction would you expect from those responsible for the curse that afflicts us?
Very well. Let's just agree that these rumors need to be verified.
Anything else?
Não. Investigue. Beleza. Se bem que eu acho que a gente não tem roupa de náutico, né? Minha reputação com ele já tá ruim. Invadir um local daquele lá... a gente está usando uma roupa de náutico. Beleza.
Good day, de Sardet.
I met the representative of the Ordo Luminis, and he spoke of his fears concerning the Nauts.
That hardly surprises me. That man is full of pride and arrogance, and sees evil wherever he gazes.
That bishop is not made of milk and kindness, but his questions are intriguing. He suspects you to be somehow responsible for the Malachor, because you never fall prey to it.
Responsible for the Malachor? And how?
Through your magic. Some sort of ritual. Do you use a magic very similar to that of the natives?
I have nothing more to say about it. Those are merely the fantasies of a lunatic. More questions?
No.
Thanks. I've got everything. The commander will probably not tell us anything more about the Naut's secrets. But the documents at the Harbour Master's office may teach us something new, if we can stay discreet.
Ué. Tá, vamos tentar uma outra entrada. Vai que, né? E é claro que a entrada que a gente precisa tá atrás desse monte de pau aqui. É a primeira vez que eu venho por esse lado. Volta, gente. Agora pelo caminho que a gente veio... Não, peraí. Cara, tá muito escuro. Porra, não enxergo nada. Peraí. Mano, peraí. Deixa eu salvar isso. Não tô confiante não, quero perder reputação com eles não. É, tô com a roupa mesmo. Caraca, velho! Nossa senhora! Ordens da capitania dos portos, aos homens carregados por vigiar os armazéns, quem quiser leva, aperta paus.
We should investigate, even though it's sure to be well guarded. That way, we'll know exactly what the Nauts are hiding from us.
I can assure you we're not hiding anything reprehensible. But if you absolutely want to check it out for yourself...
É, isso, né? Já que é isso. Não, não é por aqui. Lá do outro lado.
I've already seen this type of engine in my uncle's court. It's used to spy upon the stars.
These objects are called sextants. Looking at the heavens through them, we can determine and track precisely the course of our ships.
Nothing magic or impure therein. They are nothing but measuring instruments.
Anotações do almirante.
These machines are extremely complex. I've never seen anything like this. This one looks like it has a shouting dolphin etched into its side.
I wouldn't begin to know how this one works. It's a new model, invented recently. It's designed to measure the depths of the oceans. It's extremely useful.
Interessante, não é?
And that, it looks like a thermometer. And this other machine, does it really predict the weather?
The second instrument is a barometer, and it does indeed predict where the weather is going to be. Nothing magic in it either, I can tell you that.
These instruments are incredible, and I would be hard-pressed to use them. But I certainly see nothing magic in here, nor anything diabolical. For as long as they work and are really used, these instruments seem to be the product of science. And I have definitely found nothing related to the Malachor, nor a secret sect or cult. This Domitius has let his imagination and the taste of Naught's secrets get the better of him.
I don't think you realize the importance of what you have just seen. These instruments allow us to dominate the oceans and discover new worlds. Keeping this secret has enabled us to remain the only ones capable of navigating the high seas.
Everyone just thinks you use a magic of your own.
We were the ones that spread that rumor. It harms our reputation, but protects us from competition.
And this story about the Malachor?
I have no way to explain why we don't catch it, but we're not responsible for it. I truly hope you'll reveal nothing of what you've discovered in this place.
Now our priority is to discover what this great purification is.
Eita! Ah, eles mal tiram life. Ah, tomei um susto aqui agora quando a gente entrou. Sala de tortura, ó. Nossa, velho, serra. Ai, cara, ser humano é foda mesmo.
We must meet with the Mother Cardinal urgently. Only she can put an end to this madness.
Ah, eu não li ali, mas é bem provável que a gente saiba o que é quando a gente conversar com a madre lá.
Yes?
I would like to have an audience with the Mother Cardinal to discuss the discoveries made during our investigation.
What is this about, Domitius?
Well, I don't rightly know.
You see, Eminence, Bishop Domitius has brought to my ears his order's accusations concerning the Nauts. According to him, they practice a religion close to those of the natives, and use a nature-drawn magic. They would also be implicated, therefore, in the appearance of the Malachor.
That is an extremely serious accusation.
Effectively, considering the accusation is founded on no proof, other than the Nauts' tradition of secrecy. But these suspicions have pushed the Order to extreme actions, risking the fragile peace of the island. The Ordo Luminis captured several Nauts, locked them in jails rented to them by the Coin Guard. They were tortured with the singular goal of forcing them to admit heresy. They obtained nothing. If I had not intervened, these men would be dead.
Is this true, Domitius?
Some of our brothers undoubtedly misinterpreted the evil. I would have never allowed such a plan.
These Nauts are now united with their captain, and I am certain they would be most eager to bear testimony. Following up on the accusations of Bishop Domitius, I wanted to verify for myself what this was all about. I went to take a look at their storerooms and saw what they contained.
And are you going to tell them? You know how vital this information is to us.
Your secrets have already nearly cost the lives of your own men. It's time they were revealed. There were neither idols, nor objects of any ritual, nor even anything magical, and absolutely nothing that could be attributed to the origin of the Malachor. I found
Porra, me dá a opção de falar ou não, porra.
Navigational machines. I caught wind of a ridiculous scheme planned for the port by the Ordo Luminis, and I wanted to clear it up. I was able to get my hand on documents that effectively detailed an attack, a great purification. They were signed by you, Father, and included a contract where you enlisted the assistance of the Coin Guard to attack every Naut building and imprison every one of their men that could be taken alive.
Domitius, how could you? Whatever did you want to accomplish?
The Nauts are not believers. We should not be dependent on heretics.
Have you gone completely mad, Domitius? We are on an island. How could we not be dependent on the Nauts? I want them arrested. Him and every member of his order. I will decide at a later time their fate. I thank you for bringing this business to my attention. Going after the Nauts. What madness. Without you, this city would now be drowning in chaos. Carry my best wishes to your cousin. His desire to maintain the peace on the island honors his house's reputation.
I will tell him, Your Eminence. Until we meet again.
Dilema e reputação mais um, mas a gente perdeu a porra da reputação. Ah, velho. Na moral, cara. Eu tentando aqui aumentar a reputação dos Náuticos aqui, aí... Talvez teria sido melhor não ter levado o Vasco, velho. Talvez pode ter sido isso que me ferrou, tá ligado? Eu quero ver se a reputação vai subir falando com a almirante. Tem que subir pelo menos 2, né? Porque aí a gente compensa um que a gente perdeu. Puta merda, velho. Pra que eu fui levar o Vasco nisso?
De Sarde,
I've settled the problem in San Mateus. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Ordo Luminis. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be a threat to you. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrecy.
The secrets. They often cut both ways. Therefore, I'm going to reveal to you another. We discovered this island nearly 2 centuries ago. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest allies. We transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers and craftsmen they had brought with them. The magic of the natives of Tir Fredee was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to our ships. The losses were enormous. The humiliation, devastating. Your princes paid us well to keep their secret. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are in fact...
Você é fruto de uma delas.
...of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander? But I know who my mother is, and...
I understand how difficult this is to hear.
Tava na cara, né,
I wouldn't
também,
know
porra.
why your family has kept this from you all this time. In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The congregation, in spite of its fears, could not keep away. And here you are again. I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. You asked me for the truth, and now you have it. Anything else?
I need to be going.
E a gente não
Until we meet
aumentou a
again,
porra
Admiral.
do...
I can't believe it. That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I must go see him.
We should have anticipated this, I guess. You do look more like a native than someone from the continent.
Verdade.
In any case, I'm sorry. I know how it feels to discover later in life that you're not who you thought you were.
My child, I understand that this revelation is upsetting. I wish I had the right words to comfort you. In any case, you do not have to be ashamed of your ancestry. This island is at the very core of all our fates.
I understand you may be sad because you were lied to. But do not be sad about who you are. We are a proud people. And I am glad to know that you are one of us.
Bom, galera, foi isso daí, a nossa gameplay. A gente passou bem do tempo que nós costumamos fazer. Espero que tenham gostado. A gente fez aí a quest da Aphra. A segunda, acho que é a segunda ou terceira quest da Aphra, não lembro mais. E a gente descobre, né, o que era óbvio pra gente, né, de que a Dessarde é nativa da ilha, né? Então a gente vai ver o decorrer dessa história aí no próximo vídeo. Então deixa aquele like bem maroto, se inscreva no canal, ativa o sininho para não perder nenhuma notificação e a gente se vê no próximo vídeo. Falou!